with Charm Grammy Crochet, and today is the first camper crochet of the 2024 season. So welcome to my camper. I'm not going to give you a tour right now because it's a little bit of a mess. um, so I will give you a tour and put it in the next video when I leave and have everything re-cleaned up, and then I'll show it to you. But I'm not showing you my mess. So I have done some crochet since I've been here. I've done a lot of work since I've been here. And we've done some shopping since we've been here. So let me show you first what I have finished. If you guys don't, if you're new, hey, thanks for stopping in. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment, all those things. If you've been around for a while, tell me how you're doing. I know it's been a few days. When I film at the camper, there'll be no music because I won't be able to edit on my laptop. So I'll just do the best editing that I can on my phone. We don't have Wi-Fi, so I can't get my laptop moving. I know there's a hotspot. I don't know how to use it. And I'm camping. I don't want to use it, to be honest. Then that's just something else I have to remember to bring home and, whatever. So anyway, if you have been around a while, you know that I participate with Judy from Witch Piece Craft in her hashtag ShutterBugAU. That's what she's doing this year. Twice a month she puts up a photo and you make something using the colors from that photo or add to the project that you're making for her crochet along. So I have been doing keychains or backpack buddies, whatever I want to use them for. And I will be giving them away, I'm sure. I don't know if I've given any of them away yet. But anyway, this time, I don't even remember the picture, to be honest, but there was some orange in the picture. I am using Alara Yarns by Ice, and it is I have some. Let me show it to you. These are the colors that I used. It comes in these little 50-gram balls, I think. And I think it is a 3-weight, and it's 50 cotton, 50 acrylic. So there's no fuzz or anything like that. I use a 4mm hook, and these were colors. It was a picture. Oh, that's right. It was a picture, I think. There were a lot of yellow tones and an orange and white. There was no black in the colors that were chosen out of the color array that she had out, but there was black in the picture. So it worked out. And even if it didn't completely, that's okay. Because I fit what I can to one of the projects that I have in these little books. I have 3 of them, 3 different ones. This is Mini Amigurumi Animals. And then I have an endangered species ones, I think. Nope. One is Sea Creatures. And the other one might be endangered creatures. I don't remember. But anyway, there's 3 books. Sea Creatures, this one, and some other animals. They're all animals of some sort or another. And I really am enjoying making them. And this time I made the fox. So this is the fox right here. He's got a bushy tail. I do have it marked in the book so you can get a big picture. Well, a bigger picture. Not the biggest picture in the world, but there, yeah. So that's what the fox looks like. And that's what I made this time. Oh, and I got these off of Amazon, and I think they're about 10 bucks for the hardcover. It says, well, it doesn't even list a US price, but it says UK price $7.99. Oh, US $11.95. Canadian price is $13.95. I love these little books. They take, it takes me like no time at all to make the head and the body, but the little tiny pieces take me forever. But I did make him a little keychain, and this is what he looks like. Whoops. box down. This is what he looks like. And he's got a big fat mushy tail. Now I tacked the tail up because I thought it was cuter than it just sticking out straight. I thought it looked cuter with it closer. And I use somebody's hack I saw on TikTok, I think, where they take a paper clip and bend it and stick it through between the stitches. And then you can put a keychain on it and a little clasp. I have recently seen a new hack that somebody is using chains, actual little tiny, length of chain that they probably got off Amazon, or but because they have them in multiple colors to match their animals, and they take a straw from like a sippy cup, and they put it in between the stitches. They were showing it using doing this hack using like a 5 or a 6 weight yarn, but I think you could maybe do it with this, even with this size stitch. So they put, where I have, they would put the straw through the stitch, and then you just drop the chain through it, pull the straw off, now the chain's all the way through, and you just clasp it, and then it's an actual chain with the little dots kind of chain. And I'm like, that's such a cute idea. And then they match. So I might look into that. I don't know, because I bought a whole bunch of these already. So I might use these up first and then try that little hack. But I think he turned out really cute. I haven't taken his picture and put him on Judy's Facebook page yet, but I will do that. And he's got safety eyes, and he's real cute. I'm loving him to death. I have, I had these projects I started like in January and February, and then they got put on hold. And now I said that when I was here this week, I would try to do as much working on them as I can on a couple of those projects. And I brought my grape sweater to work on. And I have been working on that. I didn't crochet for a couple of days. I just didn't have time. But this is my grape sweater so far. I'm just getting to the sleeve. So I had most of it. I had all the granny squares sewn together, but I didn't have any of the front. So this is what the front is looking like. I made a little collar, and then I had to so this opens to make it wide enough to go around me, so it fits like that. I forgot to leave a space for a pocket, so I'm really disappointed with myself that I didn't. But if you hold on, I will back you up a little bit, turn you around, whatever, and I will put it on and show you what it looks like. Hold on just a sec. So I don't know how good the lighting is, but so this is what it looks like. It does meet. I could put buttons, could make a tie. I'm not sure. I might just leave it so that it's open. I mean, I can make it meet and hold it if I wanted to, but I think I want it to be just open and not have to meet. It can. And so I'm just starting the sleeve on this one. No sleeve or anything like that on that side. And so that's where I am with it. This is what it's looking like. So I will take it off, and we'll sit down and I'll crochet, and I'll talk to you about it. So hold on just a second again. Okay, so I'm just kind of playing it by ear as far as the sleeve. So what I have done so far, let me make sure I don't have my yarn. I did. I put my yarn on the wrong side. So I took 2, 4, 6, 8 granny squares down the back, and I sewed them together. I hope you can see this. I can't see what you can see. And then, because I'm a fluffy girl, I needed 3 to go down my side, and then I put 4 down the front. And so I sewed them together at the shoulder, and then 4 down the front. When I had that done for both sides, let me turn it around. Then I took And I just started with a half double row crochet, half double, and then I went to a double crochet row. How's that? What's it called? Where you combine them together. Uh, where you double crochet the one and you attach it to the next thing. So there's not a bunch of space. I didn't want the big holes. And so I did, I think, 3 rows of the grape, and then I did the 1 row of the white, and then I went back. Oh, no, so a total of 4 rows of grape, 1 row, which this color I believe is called grape. This color, the white, and then the 4 more rows of just the solid joined, double crochet joined together or something like that. I can't think of what, I don't remember what you call it. But what you do is you start make a double crochet. Then when you go to make the second one, instead of yarning over and going into your loop, to drop a loop, you go into the side of the stitch. So let's see, make just a regular granny stitch double crochet and show you. So here you go. So here's your double crochet, and you're gonna go, where's my hook? Here it is. So you go into your crochet stitch, pull up a loop, and then you make your single, your double crochet. Then when you go back into, let me show you on the white. You go into, you don't yarn over, you just go into this side stitch right here of the previous double crochet. You pull up a loop, then you go into the stitch underneath, pull up a loop, then you pull through 2, and then you pull through 2. And that gives you this joined together double crochet without the big spaces like you get with this kind of double crochet. There's no holes. So it gives you a solid double crochet. I really, once you do 1 or 2 of them, it gets really fast. You get fast at it. And I really enjoy the texture of it and the solidness of the stitch. And that's what I was looking for. So I did that for the collar and around to fill in for my fluffiness. And I just went around until it was big enough. I did want a collar, and so that just, made it nice. When I got to the corners, I just made a regular corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and continued on. So I did that at both corners of the neckline, and when I got to the end of the row, then I just, I like to do a fat boy, and which is the stacked double crochet or stacked single crochet to make the height of the double, and you don't get any holes and big spots, and so I like that. So that's what I did there, and that's where I'm at so far. I have started. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for the sleeve, and I think I'm continuing with the granny stitch, and I'm really and truly playing it by ear because I really don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of going along. I did 1 row of double crochet, of granny stitch into the granny stitches. Like this is already a granny stitch from my granny square, so I'm just going into these and doing double crochet. When I get to the corners, because I actually have like 2 corners on the sides, at one of them I've joined it together, and to make it tighter, I did that for 2 rounds, and now I'm just going to go round and round until it's long enough. If I think it's too wide, then I will do some decreasing, but I want it to be a little bit wider of a sleeve. I will decrease it a little bit more, but right now it's right here, and it's just comfortable. It'll probably be too big when I get, down past my elbow. And I might only make it a 3/4 sleeve, but probably not. I'll probably go down to here, I don't think I want to do a ribbed sleeve, a ribbed edge. I think I just want it to be loose, um, but not this big around. This is like way too big for my wrist. So I will have to do some decreasing as I go, but not for a few more rows. And if I'm smart, I'll write down what I do. I tend not to be that smart. And so what yarn am I using? This, the purples are both, I love this yarn. I only brought this one out. Um, I'm looking for the color. This is mixed berry. This um, stone washed one is called, that's the grape. Stone washed. I love this yarn, stone wash, and the color is called grape. And then um, the white is a loops and threads. Party Cardi, I think. No, carousel. It's the carousel. Birthday cake is the color. So that's what I've been crocheting on. Was the fox. I made the body of the fox. Let's see, we got here on Friday. So this is where we're going to do the chit chat of it. If you don't want to hear, that's fine. You can, go on and do your thing. Um, but this is how the weekend has kind of gone. Roy is still walking with a cane, and we have a gravel yard. We graveled our yard because of the dog when it tends to be a little wet here, and my dog had real furry feet. Um, and she was getting mud everywhere. And then when you cut the grass and it's wet, then you're tracking it in the camper, and I'm like, let's just put gravel. Then we don't have to deal with it. And so that's what we did. And thank God, because it's been rainy, but our site isn't wet. The site next to us stopped on puddles. Um, so that's a little bit aggravating when you're trying to keep your camper clean. So we have gravel, and we weren't sure how Roy would be able to walk on the gravel. But, he's doing really, really well. If you don't know, my husband just had his second knee replacement since October. The first one in October and the second one in March. And so he's still recovering. We keep all of our outdoor furniture in the camper um, over the winter. We stack it up on other furniture, and you can't even walk through. When you open the slides, then you got to get all the furniture out of there. Um, so he stood out here, and I carried it's all lightweight, but some of it's a real pain in the rear end to get through the doorway. But we got all the furniture out, and then I had to clean because we always end up with mice or chipmunks or both in the camper. Roy did do some leaf blowing and raking, and we had a campfire on Friday night. Not here, we had it at the neighbor's house. Um, then Saturday it rained most of the day. I did get, like, you have to clean everything, because the mice get everywhere. We had mice this year in places that I've never had mice at this camper before, and this is 10 years old. We've had this camper for 10 years, and I had mice in places we've never had mice before. I was really shocked, but not a lot of mice. It wasn't real bad, but you still have to clean everything. All the countertops, I clean out the cupboards, and um, we bring a lot of stuff home, so that has to be unpacked. All the bedding I take home and wash and leave everything covered with sheets. I have to take those all off, like all the couches and the beds, and that all has to go home and get washed. And um, so Friday and Saturday we did a lot of that. I did play cards with my friends on Saturday afternoon. Um, we went to a pancake breakfast. That pancake breakfast for the firefighters on Sunday. And we did some shopping because there's some things that were broken. So we've been to the grocery store for groceries. Then we've been to a couple of stores we had some broken hoses. And I don't know, there were a couple of things that needed to be replaced and fixed. And so we had to do some shopping for that stuff. And then it rained a lot. I took the inside, we have a couch, but it's not a regular couch. I call it a jackknife couch. So it's like a bench, padded, you know, comfortable to sit on. Not comfortable like your recliner or your couch at home, but you know, it's not bad. But it's like maybe love seat size, maybe a little bit bigger than a love seat. It's not real well padded, and you lift up the front, and then it jackknifes out into a small bed. So Roy still has to put his leg up and ice it, and he has exercises that he has to do with his legs outstretched. So I put the bed out in the jackknife, you know, in the bed, put the couch out in a jackknife position and made that up so that he can. I put some pillows and pillow wedges and stuff so he can sit back and relax and put his legs up and put ice on his legs and um, do his exercises and stuff on that couch, which normally we don't keep it like that. But it's kind of comfy for watching TV on since there's no real comfortable seating in this camper. It's designed for sleeping a lot of people, not necessarily, you know, sitting back and watching TV, which we don't do a lot of most of the time. But when it's raining for several days in a row and you're not outside with your friends, then you're in watching TV or Netflix. We watch Netflix. We it does get some on a clear day. You can get a lot of TV stations, just analog. A lot of times it's the same TV station on different channels, but that's okay. And then you know, other times you have to put on Netflix. So we did that, and then today yesterday and today, when we completely retire, we want to travel, and so it's been a rainy couple of days, so we said, let's go RV shopping. So we did some of that. There were some RVs that I've seen online that I wanted to look at in person. So we did that for the couple of afternoons yesterday and today. Um, and then we cooked out and got some yard work, you know, some of the stuff done in the yard, but it's been rainy, so there's no flower planting or anything like that going on. I don't know if I'm going to put flowers in this year. Out front, we have a little setup with uh, an, an eagle and some whatever, and I usually put flowers in there. I don't think I'm going to put flowers in there. We put some, what are those flowers called? Daylilies in the front, and they're coming up real nice. So we don't have to plant flowers there because I always have a hard time getting them to grow. But the daylilies are loving it there. Um, Roy's got his bird feeders out, so we've been sitting out here watching the birds. And I thought, you know, I haven't made a video in forever, so I thought I would get more crocheting done, um, but I didn't, and that's okay. That's okay. The the projects are still gonna sit there until I get to them, and I'm not gonna stress over it or anything. It's just crochet. It's my hobby, not my job. And I thought, you know, while it's still light out and it's nice out before it starts to rain again, we were sitting out here, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna do a camper crochet chit chat, camper crochet chat, the first one for the year. Of course, I haven't done any crocheting while we've been chatting. I know a lot of people. Nancy, she's really good at chatting and crocheting at the same time, and talking to you guys. I I don't know that I can, um, because I don't know. I feel like then I'm not interacting or something. I don't know. Well, I really don't do it well. I don't think. Maybe with practice I'll get better at it. But I am kind of out of things to say. I don't want to show you the mess. The yard work isn't done, so it's not looking all that great. And we've got everything pulled up on. It's going to rain, so we don't have everything out. You know, we have everything still kind of put away. And of course, there's been no planting or anything. The ground's too wet, and it's been raining. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to plant. I think with the eagle, I'm going to just leave the daylilies out there doing their thing. And I might put some decorative rocks around, like little stones, you know. think I want to check out some of those and put some of those in there. And we have lights that we have up around the deck, and they look awesome, and they're on poles, so we can extend them or bring them in, or whatever. And they're mounted in big flower baskets. And every year, for several years now, I keep trying to grow flowers in these baskets. And we've put drainage holes in them where they didn't have drainage holes. We put pool noodles, cut up pool noodles in them because that's what somebody said to do. And like then it will hold enough water that your plants will stay watered all the time. Well, when I've done that, then all of a sudden I've had pool noodles coming out, ground all over the soil all over because they were so wet. My plants all drowned. So then we put drainage holes in, and that was a dry year, and my plants all, it's been every year. There's always like we try to fix what was wrong with the previous year, and then it's just wrong still again this year. So I'm kind of thinking I might just buy some fake foliage and stick it in there so that it's got greenery and doesn't look like planters with nothing in it. But I'm kind of tired of trying to grow plants that aren't growing. I had one planter that did well. It's either too sunny, too dry, too wet, not sunny enough. I don't know. I am not a green thumb at outdoor plants. So I'm thinking we'll just buy fake ones and stick them in there at the Dollar Tree. I don't know. We did even try tomatoes in some of them, and that didn't go too well either. So, like I said, probably going to put fake ones in there. But when we have it all nice, then I'll show you more of what it looks like. But it's just first weekend. Everything doesn't get done when it rains a lot. And it's more, well, we've been here more than the weekend. Today is Tuesday. We're going back home tomorrow for the first time since Tuesday. And we're debating if we're going to continue to do that or not. Stay longer here and less time at home. There's not a lot of people and no activities or anything here during the week. And I don't know if we're gonna find out that maybe it's boring and we don't like being here that much. But we have to go home for me to go to work. Roy still doesn't have to go back to work for a little while yet. So this is kind of giving us a good opportunity to determine if we like being here. We've always planned on living at the campground over the summers when we retire. This is gonna maybe give us a good taste of if we think we're gonna like it or not. We'll see. It's the start of our adventure, I guess. So anyway, that's all the camping chit chat we have. I think I caught you up on all the personal, what we've been up to kind of stuff. What I've crocheted on. I tried to crochet on other stuff besides this, but I'm getting really excited to see this project done. So I think I'm going to try to do as much as I can on it. And I will show you the updated progress in the next video. So thanks so much for joining me here for our first 2024 camper crochet. Maybe next time, well, not at the end of this video, but in the next video I will do a tour of what the camper looks like when it's cleaned up a little bit. And things are all put away instead of looking lived in. So I'll do a little tour of that. And when the outside is looking a little better and the plants or whatever are in, then I'll show you what the outside of the camper looks like, or the campsite. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.